In this video, I just want to talk briefly about the homework, the practice questions, and the quizzes. I'll make a separate video about the exams. So for now, I just want to talk about those things. So all of these things are located on the McGraw-Hill Connect site. So you click on MH Campus, you go through that login process and whatnot. Connect. Now I noticed this too. Yours might look different than mine. So here's what is called, I think, the classic view. There's another way where I can look at this as a more up-to-date view. Let me find it here. No, I can't find it. It doesn't matter. Let's just talk about the settings. So let's start first with the practice questions. So practice questions are exactly that. They are practice. They are drawn from the same collection of questions that the exam and the graded homework are from. So you shouldn't be experiencing very different wording. As you can see here, you have unlimited attempts, and there's no points. So if you don't do the practice questions, then don't do them. I mean, I'm not going to be tracking what you do in terms of practice questions. That's on you, and how much preparation and how much time you have and can devote to this. So there's no points. It's just practice. Okay, so that one's easy. You get unlimited attempts and whatnot. Then, sorry, closed it here. Let's look at the graded. Sorry, let's just go to, we're just going to look at this one here. So for the graded, let's look at the policies here, just so you get a good overview. These are obviously, for this chapter, these are all due on that one big deadline, whatever that deadline is. There is, for these graded homeworks, there's no time limit, so you're good there. And also, you're given unlimited attempts. So what that means is that each time you do this homework, you have to start over again. But after you do it, it is going to give you feedback. And the feedback that it's going to give you is that it's going to tell you what you got right and what you got wrong. So the idea here is that for the graded homework, I mean, you do need to do it. There are points involved here. You can print things out if you need to. But the idea here is that if you keep doing it, you will get the full credit for the graded homework. So it's pretty low stakes, right? If you can put the time into it, you can get 100% on the graded homework. And if you think about it, that's a significant chunk of your overall course grade. So putting the time in is important. You'll get the immediate feedback, all as well. Okay, and again, unlimited attempts. So you're doing great, and you're like, dude, this is a really easy class now, right? Because you get some pretty easy things going on here. Let's talk about the quizzes. So for each of these quizzes, you can see that there are 5. I tell you what chapters it's covering, so that way you know how to prepare. And you're like, oh shit, gotta prepare? That's right, you do, because the quizzes have different policies as well. Again, same big deadline for whatever we're talking about here. Now here's the differences. You get only 1 attempt, and you have 45 minutes. And there's a mix of both multiple choice as well as short answer questions. The idea here is that this is kind of preparing you for the exam. It's kind of like a mini exam. Helps distribute the points a little bit more, maybe, hopefully, helps you do better on the exam itself. You do get the feedback. So after that 1 attempt with that 45 minutes, once you submit that, it will give you the feedback telling you what you did right or wrong. Except for the short answers, because the short answers I need to go in and manually grade. But if you're really concerned about that kind of thing, send me an email and I'll go in and grade it right away. Otherwise, I'll just batch it up and grade it, like, whenever I get the time to grade it. So yeah, there we are. I mean, so the quizzes again are kind of like mini exams, shorter. The homeworks are, again, if you keep doing them enough, you'll get 100%. And the practice questions are completely optional. Okay, so I hope that helps you kind of understand what these three things are, and don't let it go to, make sure you devote enough time and attention to it so that you do well.